I'm alive? I think I'm live. Alright guys, hey, I was just inspired to quickly say hello to all of you and all the support that you've been shouting out to all of us for the 100. I was quickly inspired to just have a little bit of a little pep talk with everyone because I've been getting a bunch of questions about how to get into acting or how to reach some of your goals and things like that. Hey Jade, hey Apollo, hey Lexo Eclexton, hey Hannah Wilson, hi Georgia. And I just really wanted to say, there is no right way or key to doing anything. It's not like you get a degree and you get a job. Even now doing that doesn't really guarantee you get work. Like it's a different age now. But if you want to get into acting and you haven't done anything at all, a lot of people are going to try to discourage you and make excuses or say things like, oh, you can't do it, or who do you know, blah blah blah. People will make excuses, and to be honest, from my point of view, I think it's just them making excuses for themselves to feel better about the fact that they're not doing it because, it just makes them feel better for not doing it. And then if you have a bit of success and they think they can do it, then they'll be like, hey, maybe I should do that too. Maybe it's pretty attainable. But people will discourage you, but that's besides the point. The point is, if you want that, like, what do you want? So if you want to be an actor or musician or an artist, you just have to figure out a way to make that work. So I was talking to someone who was trying to figure out how to make that work, and they didn't know how to get an agent. So I asked them, they're like, I don't know how to get agents. I don't know. I said, okay, did you Google agents in your city? And they said no. When I moved to Canada, I looked in the back of the newspaper, and it just looked funny, posts about acting. And I did background on many shows, which is something I think you people should do because it gives you a sense of the sketch. It gives you like a feel of the texture of how things work, just so when you get there one day, you're not as like blindsided by the rhythm of how things actually operate. But I did background, and I just looked for agents, and I had some agents run away with lots of money that they owed me. I did some of the wrong things. I had people discourage me along the way. I had a lot of friends not helping me out when I first went to the States. I did everything alone. Sometimes people do help you out, but the point is that you have to do it. I said to this friend of mine, it's like you're standing in front of a big forest. You're trying to get to the other side, but you don't know which tree to go around or which branch to go under because you're not even stepping in. You just have to step forward and figure it out. So, you can't hear me. Oh my Lord. This whole time I've been talking, you guys can't hear me? Wait, if you can hear me, no way. Okay, who can hear me? Still can't hear me. Best wishes to me. Hi Germany. It's hard to hear me? This sucks. Okay, well, I'm gonna get my earphones and start this again. Wait, let me find my earphones. I don't really want to in my place. But I think I know what my earphones are. Alright. Here we are. Let's see. Okay, hold on. Try some earphones. Hi, Julian. How are you? Okay, let's see how this works. How's this? Is this better? Oui, je peux parler un peu français, mais pas beaucoup. How's this? Does this sound better? Yeah? Like you can actually hear what I'm saying? Thanks, Jack. Jack Wump. Oh, my Lord. I can't believe I talked all that time and you guys still stayed here listening to me say nothing. Okay. All right. Well, I was just talking about people have been asking me for advice on how to get into acting. So I was kind of ranting about what I thought people should be doing about that because it seems to be a common question. Hi, Joel. So I was talking to someone that I know that was saying, they don't know how to get an agent.
and how that works. So I asked them, did you Google agents in your city? And they said no. So I was just saying that you need to, people are going to try to discourage you along the way with whatever you do. But especially with acting, people will say, it's who you know. It's like, you have to know people, or like all sorts of excuses. But at the end of the day, there's no formula to how these things work. Some people get right out of theater school, they book Star Wars. And some people, they've been waitering and they're 50 years old and they get their first big breakout role. There is no method. The point is that you have to do the work and start, and then eventually when things align, you're ready. But you can't sit back and just listen to the excuses that are given to you, because that doesn't do anything. So what I was saying was, when I came to Canada, I looked in the back of the newspaper and looked up background. And I did background. I found some agents too who ran away with thousands of dollars they owed me, and I never got paid. I made some of my mistakes. I did a bunch of things on my own that friends never helped me out with. I went to America, figured it out on my own my first time. But what I'm saying to you guys is that if you want to be an actor, there's three main things I'd say. I was saying to this person that I know, get a background agent so you can get on a set and see what that's like, just to get the rhythm of it, so that one day if you get there, you're not kind of blindsided by all of it. And then start taking some acting classes and go from there. Try to find an agent afterwards, but you need to just take a step. I was saying to this person that it's like you're standing in front of this forest and you're trying to get to the other side, but you don't know which tree to go around, or which branch to step under, or which weed to pull out the way, because you're not even stepping forward. You have to step forward, guys. Stop making excuses. Stop saying I'm incapable. Stop saying like I can't, because that's what people say all the time. I can't because of this. I can't because of that. People make excuses just to make themselves feel better. You just have to do it. You just have to take a step forward, and the light, it's like you're driving down a long path, a long winding road, and the lights are in front of you. And you can only see just as far as those lights shine, but you need to drive a little bit forward to see further down the road. If you just sit there and idle, you're just going to park there all night. Nothing's going to happen. Stop making excuses, guys. Stop being victims and incapable. Take a step. Step forward. If you want that, then prove it to yourself that you want that. Stop leaving it to other people. Stop leaving the responsibility on them. Well, they said I can't do that. Well, they said that you need this. Okay, if that makes you feel better, then don't do it, because they said so. People are you, when you look back on your life, going to be more upset at yourself for trying and failing, or you're going to be more upset because someone said something and you're not even friends with them anymore, but you listen to them? Agents do it to actors all the time. I see Canadian actors all the time not getting agents in LA because the agents tell them they're not ready. Well, when are you ready? There's tons of actors in the States that have never worked at all, but they have great agents there. But for some reason, Canadians feel like they have to hit something really big before they decide to even attempt that. Line up opportunities for yourselves, guys. Just start doing stuff instead of... It just frustrates me so much. Because there's all this potential and all these people who have so much going for them, but they're sitting back. It's frustrating. Anyway, I'm going to look at... So... Hi, Angela Pearson, and I haven't been looking at the comments at all. Let me just scroll up for a second and see if there's any questions I can answer. Wildcard, I'm getting hyped and I don't want to be an actor. Okay, this applies to anything you want to do. Anything. If you want to be a musician, if you want to, be an accountant, people are always like, I don't know how to do it. Okay? Acknowledge that. You don't know how to do it. Now what can you do to do that? Take a little step forward. Look into a class. Find someone. Look, you know what I did when I first came to Canada? I went to all the grad shows of theater schools in my city. I would wait around after the shows and try to talk to the grads. Or shows at theater festivals. I would greet them. I'd ask them for advice. They would think I'm just some actor who doesn't really want to, because a lot of times people say they want to do something, but they don't really want to, because they don't actually try and do the work to do it. They just say, I'd love to do that. But then I would find their emails on the grad page, and I would email each of them and ask them to go for coffee with them, to find out about the experience, especially when I was trying to choose between theater schools. And most of them didn't respond. Some did. and a few of them actually met up with me and gave me some advice. I met an actor outside a mall, and she told me about her experience, and I found a way to figure things out. But if you don't know how to do anything, you have to take a step to do it, or to get yourself a little bit further, rather than just say, I can't do it, or I don't know how. You don't know how. Cool. Acknowledge that. Then do something about it to change that situation. You will never know the answer. You will never know how things work. I don't know how this stuff works. I've just had my own situation that has unfolded for me, thankfully, and the stars have aligned for me, and I'm very grateful for that. Things go up and down when you're an actor too. You have high moments, you have low moments. I've had many low moments, but the difference between many of us actors who are working and people who want to be actors is that we have people like, oh, I'm afraid, or I don't know how to do it. The difference is that we've stepped through that fear, and we've tried to figure out how to do it, and we've done it anyway, instead of just saying, well, I can't. If you want to start a business or, write a book, you just have to start. That's the main thing to do, is just to start rather than make excuses. I think I'm repeating myself. But anyway, let me see if there's any other questions down here. Hi, Ruby. I love your picture of Alicia. We hung out in Wilmington, North Carolina, when I shot The Conjuring. She was shooting a movie with Thomas McDonald. And I met her and Addison Kane. We were staying in the same hotel because they were all in the same movie. This was way before the CW days. Favorite style of dance? I love contemporary. I'm loving it. It's new to me. I'd like to try out some modern. I love it all, man. I've been doing salsa. I did some capoeira. I started with some b-boying, which is breakdancing for most of you. You know it, but the classic term is b-boying. Hip-hop. I just love moving. Martial arts. Anything that gets me moving. There's no favorite, actually. I want to try some tap. Been loving ballet. As for the ships, I ship love, guys. I don't have any favorites. You can have your favorites of who you want. I just cheer for love. And I don't think there's any right way. If people love each other, they love each other. That's really all there is to it. And that's great that people have different opinions about who they're rooting for, because that makes it interesting. Guys, don't be mean to each other. Stop being rude to each other on these things. Like, what's the point? What's the point of being mean? You can have a different opinion. That's cool. Have a different opinion. But then what, are you going to hit the person or beat them up, be rude to them just because they have a different opinion? Do you want to all be the exact same person, or everyone to share the same thoughts and be the exact same you? No, the world's interesting because we're all so different. So accept each other for your differences, and there's no need to be rude about it. You guys get so mean on these social feeds, man. Anyway, when did I start acting? I started acting in primary school. I was doing plays, and then I did some in high school, but I never really thought I could be one. And then I actually saw some of my friends do it in theater school, and I started to be upset with myself for not being as brave as them, because I thought they were much more courageous than me for actually trying to do something about it. And then I questioned myself, and then I thought I'd rather look back and be upset that I need to fail first trying, and then I can go on and do something else. But I need to fail first. So I had to try my best. When I auditioned for the National Theatre School, I never thought I'd get in, but I'm like, I have to try, and I have to try my best. And then I got in, because they only accept 12 students around the country every year. They audition all over. I think it was started by the same people that started Juilliard. It's our Canadian version. It's like our prestigious theatre school, which I was very lucky to go to. And had some really hard times there too. I was on probation. It's not easy, guys. And if you want something, you just have to figure out how to do it. Anyway, next question. Sorry. Hi, Mexico. I'm loving season 6. I feel so lucky to be around all these actors. I'm having a lot of fun. The drive is far. It's like an hour drive every day for me. And I'm new to driving because I drove a bicycle in Toronto. I drive a bicycle in the winter, wear like a ninja mask to cover my face because the cold eats your lips and things. Yeah, you got some cool stuff coming up, guys. I can't wait for you to see the story. It's tight. All right, trying to become a commercial model. So if you're trying to become a commercial model, start taking photos with your friends. This is the age where it's so easy to get photos. And contact an agency. I was looking for agents in Vancouver. You know what I did? No one did it for me. I emailed them myself. I looked them up, and I emailed them myself, and I sent them something. I don't know if I've already said that when the thing was static, but I was talking about actors in Canada feeling like they can't get agents in America because they're not ready, or how do they do it? I just don't know, and that's the excuse. Talk to people who have agents. Look up agents in the States and contact them. Some people say you shouldn't. I don't think there's any rules about that stuff. I know a guy who went straight through IMDb, the list of all the agents, emailed them all. They all turned him down. He walked. He didn't have a car. He walked to meetings. He eventually got one of those agents, and then he ended up on True Blood. This guy has no big credits in Canada. There is no one way to do anything. The point is that you guys have to try. Okay? Carmilla, yeah, Miss Carmilla, it was quick shoots. It was like 2-3 days. We'd shoot everything in one go. But no one really liked me in the show because I was a bad guy. I remember one girl came to a fan expo, and she had all these like cards and presents for everyone. And she's like, Shannon, I respect you as a person, but I really don't like your character, so I didn't make anything for you. Hi, I made this for you. She go to the person next to me, which was totally different from, the vibe I got as Zane on Degrassi, because people thought I was a very nice guy. But I'm just an actor. I'm not the characters. I mean, I bring a piece of myself to it, but we're not our characters, guys. We're just acting. Okay, what's the story of you singing to a girl over the phone? I just ended up singing that song to her, and it was pretty cheesy. I'm pretty cheesy, though, but somehow I get away with it. Yeah, I don't really know what details to tell you about that. It worked out in the end. It kind of worked out. Kind of. Netherlands, what's up? You should is. Oh wait, never mind. That's a different story. Okay. Hi, Leanne. Always good to see you and your inspirational responses. I don't know when I'll go to Spain. Hopefully there'll be like an expo or something. I'll get to travel and meet more of you folks. Is 18 too old to start acting? You're never too old to start anything. One of the things, I was going to these hip-hop classes, and the regulars in that class were women who were probably in their 70s, at least 60s, 70s, maybe 80s, and they were there every week. And like, I pick up faster than them. I move better than them. I'm younger than them. But they're they're on time. They're there more consistently than me, and they do it because they love it. They just do it. And that made me think, who am I to ever think I can't do something? Like whenever I'm in a class and I see someone who's struggling, especially people who are really bad at stuff, but they're there and committed, it just makes me feel like, what excuse do I really have? I try to be the worst in the class. I'll try to go to classes now that I feel like I'm the lowest of like skill of everyone. It's really humbling, and it just gives you more freedom to grow, and it just puts you out of your comfort zone to grow. But when you're the worst person in the class, if you feel like you're the worst, just bear in mind that or if you're asking a stupid question that you think stupid, bear in mind that you might be helping out other people. Because I find it inspiring when I see other people who are struggling more than me, from my opinion, because it just makes me feel like I should work harder. And I admire them. I respect them more than I respect myself in a way, just because I feel like they're just digging into their bravery more than I am, and it makes me feel like a fraud in a way. But is 18 too old? No, you're not. People start really young, people start really old. If you want to do it, you just have to start. And the thing is, like, are you going to ask yourself that when you're 30? Or have you been asking yourself that since you were 12? And why do you need me to give you permission about that? Because what if I said that 18 was too old? What are you going to do? Are you still going to do it? Because if you want something, you can't listen to people saying that you're too old for stuff. You're going to have people say you can't do it. Your family will tell you can't. Your friends will. I've had friends tell me many times, you can't do this, and then you do it. You can't listen to that. If you want something, are you going to be okay with, in the end, looking back thinking, damn, I failed, but I tried my best? Or are you going to be okay with, oh, that guy I don't really know very well, or that friend of mine who told me this thing said I can't do it, so I didn't do it. I feel okay. What are you going to be more okay with? Guys, stop listening to people. Listen to this and this. Put these together, but listen to your heart. Like, sit still and listen to the voice in your head. Like, get in touch with your voice. Your voice is your voice. It's different to other people. It's not going to be the same as everyone else's. That's why it's your voice. But you need to ride that intuition, and you need to ride that and make your own failures. You can't do what other people think you should do. They're different people from you. They have different experiences, different demons, different gifts. You are here because you're you. Do not listen to other people. Listen to yourself. Obviously, like, don't like kill people or do like bad things, but listen to the love in yourself, guys, and stop being rude to each other, you know, and lift each other up. But if I said you're too old, what are you going to do about that? You're not too old, just by the way. You're not too old. But what if I said you were? Anyway, next question. Would love to come to Turkey. I love Turkish delight. Hi, Vicky. Hi, Bartek. Hi, Brazil. I love Brazil. Although I've never been. Thanks. I'd love to marry you too. Cool. France. There's so many people from all over the world. Sweden. I love you, Michelle. With no E's. Hey guys, thanks for sticking around and listening to me talk for like 10 minutes when you couldn't hear anything. That's pretty funny. But yeah, the 100's been going amazing. I can't wait for you to see what's coming up. It's going to be a great season. And I'm coming up to Unity Days. I don't know if you know, it just got announced. So if any of you in Vancouver, I'll get to meet you at Unity Days. It'll be my first like 100 expo. I've done some fan expos before, but I'm sure this will be completely different. I'm looking at the questions right now. I don't have a favorite season. I have been thinking about that. I don't quite know what my favorite season is. J'en peux plus les gens qui font leur devoir à 23 heures, j'y suis aussi. All right. And then, I'm not quite sure what that all meant. What did that all just mean? Je suis, I just lost it. Je suis, that's French for those of you who don't know. J'en peux plus les gens qui font. I have no idea what that means. My French isn't that good. I can speak a bit though. There's funny bloopers. There's been a few funny bloopers. I don't know what they've caught though. There's been a few moments where I'm like, I really hope they got that on camera. I actually really want to start pranking people. I have some masks, and I want to wait around set and start scaring people, and I'm going to get it on video. What should I hashtag that? I don't know, but I think I should start pranking some of the cast. You're just trying to look serious, right? I don't want to be like the guy who's slacking on set. I'm the new guy, but, you know, we'll see what happens. Okay. Hey, Michelle. I'm busy doing a cut today. I'm trying to figure out how to be ready for something. But, yeah, I'm doing a cut, I did a water load, and now I'm drinking less water today, and a carb load tonight. But I miss you. You're looking like a G. You're looking, you're getting a lot of results. Anyway, that's just a moment between me and my buddy Michelle Ackers. If you're looking for inspirational things and you know, tips on getting in shape, check her out. She has a lot of opinions on you know, spirit and mental things too, but very much for bodybuilding. Hi, Darren. Darren with a D-A-R-I-N. Oh, these comments keep coming. All right, guys. Hi, Alize. Cool. All right, guys. Well, I think I've talked your ear off. I'm going to sign out for now. But I hope you have a lovely Sunday. And go for those goals, guys. I'll talk to you soon. All right. Ciao for now. Bye.